Okay, so we're going to get started here. Thank you for joining. This is a recorded, almost like a live lecture, but it's not one of my normal instructional videos. I like to do these videos often, especially for my newer classes, and then about halfway through the class, I'll send out a video, some similar to this. So first, I'm sorry my camera is a little blurry, and I don't have my glasses on. They're all the way downstairs, and I really don't feel like going all the way downstairs to get them. So I might be squinting here to see the screen, but don't worry. So here we go. I hope you have enjoyed the class so far. If you're just starting the class, you will enjoy it. My classes are a little bit more, I'm not going to say lively, but a little bit more personal based, right? I like to keep these classes entertaining and moving forward. With that said, I do have some expectations. If you've been in class for a while, you've received some of the grades that reflect my expectations. So some of them are discussion questions, right? If you have one discussion question or two discussion questions, I expect you to participate fully. So make sure you participate fully. Keep your initial response to the discussion question, keep it at around 200 words and you'll do just fine. Your classmate responses are going to be at least 50 words, and make them nice. Like, don't just say, I agree. Nice comment. You know, like, I don't like those kind of comments, right? I like something a little bit more useful. Right. We're all in this together. Online learning is a little bit of a different beast since we don't have that face-to-face interaction. So it's really important that we all participate fully. Now, some of the courses don't have discussion questions, but you could go through, if they have a forum that we post assignments to, go through those comments that I leave, because guess what? Those comments that I leave are going to help you in your assignments too. So if I make a comment or a correction on another student's paper and you are able to see that, well, great. That's just added bonus for you, because now you know exactly what you need to fix for your paper. So use the forums as an advantage. Okay. So the second thing is, don't be late. Please don't be late. I am a very busy guy. For those that don't know who I am, and most of my students do, I'm a full-time police supervisor. I also teach at many different universities and colleges around the country. I'm a guest speaker. I'm also a active writer and columnist and a consultant. So I have a lot of different jobs that I do, and I'm very busy. That's why I structure my classrooms very specific. Due dates are strict because I need to stay on track. If you guys are late, then it kind of throws me all off, and it's going to be a lot harder for me to give you quality feedback if you're late. Honestly, if you're late, I really don't want to give you feedback, simply because it falls outside of the time that I allotted to grade and give feedback. Also, even though I'm busy, I'm never too busy for you. So if you guys need time, if you guys want me to call you, if you guys need additional help, feel free to ask. That's why I'm here. Now, my schedule is kind of wonky because I do so many different things, but it doesn't mean you can't get a hold of me. So feel free to give me an email and we can always chat, even if that means I'm driving somewhere or I'm at work in a car somewhere. You might hear some radios go off. I'll still help you. That's why I'm here. Okay. Third, please look at the assignment feedback and actually correct it. So if I give you feedback about, say, hey, you need to fix your APA references, well, I expect you to fix your APA references before the next assignment. If you look at the ratings on, if you go to what's that site, ratemyprofessor.com, you can look at my ratings. So just type in Joshua Lee, and you could also type in the school name. Most of my ratings are done through Grand Canyon and NAU. So if you have If you're in one of the smaller colleges that don't have a lot of ratings, look at the ratings on Grand Canyon and NAU, and you'll kind of get a feel for who I am as a professor. With that said, leave feedback at the end of the course on ratemyprofessor.com, because it's going to help your students. A lot of students, well, you guys are all students. You go into each class not knowing who your professor is and kind of, oh, who is this guy? Is he going to grade me hard? And that's kind of frightening. So put comments to help your fellow students out. I think I'm a number 4, right? I didn't keep a list because this is informal. Number 4, if you guys have any topics that you guys want me to discuss outside the normal curriculum, for the most part, you guys understand the curriculum. You guys aren't having any questions on the content of the class. You're having more real world discussions or real world questions. Ask. So ask me. If you want, I could even throw it on a little quick video like this to address the whole class. Feel free to ask me questions. If it's in a discussion question, if you're asking in a discussion question forum, just put question to Professor Lee, requesting video or something like that. And then I'll go into more in depth in these little videos. 5th, we have 5th, maybe. 5th is always keep learning. Guys, we're learning a lot of content in these classes, but doesn't mean you can't learn content that's related to this class outside of this class, right? So you never just want to do the basics. In my class, I always encourage you guys to go above and beyond. So, and I expect you guys to go above and beyond in my courses. So make sure you go above and beyond. If you want to learn advanced writing techniques, please let me know. I'm trying to get everybody up to the same standard, so it'll set you up for success going forward in your school, in your school life. A lot of the topics that I teach you are advanced technical writing topics and plain English topics that nobody ever teaches you. And I feel bad because I went through way too much school without knowing how to properly format an advanced paper, or how to make a paper, even an academic paper, more user-friendly. If you've ever read if you've ever read an academic journal, you likely wanted to bang your head into a wall or, chuck the book in a fire or chuck the journal in a fire. They're not pleasurable to read. They're not, and for the most part, most professors think that they have to write like that, but that is not the case. You could write very well academically and still make it user friendly, right? So that's my whole point in life, is to make my students aware of a different writing style that's more it's a very strict academic style, but it also can have overlaps into real world, right? Why are we going to school just to write academically when we should be writing both academically and professionally? So that's why you're going to see a lot of different topics, like using headings and using white space in academic papers. All very important. Everything follows along. I wish you could see this. Maybe hopefully my camera doesn't go. Okay, so I have many bookshelves. I have about 14 bookshelves in my office. This whole bookshelf, so these 3 that you see right here, these are all English and writing books. So this whole thing right here is your style guides, different style guides. And I also have about 200 different style guides on the computer. I did not realize how many style guides there were until I became a professional writer, and you have to follow a bunch. You have APA is going to be your baby. Look at my top of my head here. And then this book over here is called Stylish Academic Writing. It's right here. I think you can't see the title. It's called Stylish Academic Writing. That's what I highly recommend when I teach advanced writing courses to students. That's one of the books that I recommend, and we actually go over it. And Stylish Academic Writing by Helen Sword is a great resource on how to write academically as well as professionally. Anyways, I think that's it. I'll stop babbling on. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and contact me. If you want me to write these or make these quick videos, feel free. That's why I'm here. Honestly, I would rather just do a quick video like this than write. I have carpal tunnel because I'm writing too much. Plus, you get to see who I am and kind of interact with me a little bit more in these cases. And sometimes I'm not going to have a computer. I might be walking around outside with like a heavy vest on or doing something to be able to get the content out. But that's okay. I'll do whatever it takes to get the content to you. Feel free, once again, to contact me. Feel free to ask questions. Learn, have fun. If you're super stressed out about school, just relax. Come talk to me. You shouldn't be stressed out. I mean, you should be stressed out. The school wants you to be a little bit stressed out, right? That's why you go to school, is to be a little stressed out. But if you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore, and you start crying, well, then that's an issue, right? So we have to address some other issues so you can get mentally focused on some of these classes. Some of my classes are very intense academically and very dense in topics and content. In those classes, I understand your frustration. I've been there myself. We'll talk later about how classes are structured so you guys understand why you're doing the stuff that you're doing, because honestly, sometimes you just don't understand why you have to write a paper on one thing or why you have to do something else. It just doesn't make sense, right? But I'll be able to explain that later. Okay, I will stop talking because I tend to talk a lot. Once again, my name is Joshua Lee. I am your professor. Welcome to whatever school you are in. Welcome. I'm going to post this at the beginning of your class and also towards the middle of your class to encourage questions. So I encourage questions, encourage interaction, and let's do this together. We're all in this. We're all a team. Be good teammates to your team by posting early on in the discussion questions and by responding. All right, enough about me. I am done. Have a great week and take care. Oops, let me